Class 5, welcome back. So last class we have learned about computer and its generation, how it came up, but why computer became so important in our daily life, why computer became so important in offices, why computer became so important in each and every field. Because its characteristic. The answer is because of its characteristic. What are the characteristics? Let's see. Characteristic of computer. A computer is a very useful machine. It has many characteristics. Some of its characteristics are superior even to human being. Superior to human being means, what do you mean by superior even to human beings? Means it is much better than human beings. What we can't do, computer can do easily. First thing, let's see. Speed. A computer is very fast machine. It performs complicated calculation in a few seconds that a human being does in many years. So any calculation what we going to take time, the time we will take, computer can do very fast. Million of instruction per second. MIPS. Millions of instruction per second. Will take time to do some calculation, large calculation, but computer can do within a fraction of a second. You can see it's given millions instruction per second. Next one is accuracy. We can get tired, we can make mistake, but computer does not make any mistake. But you may say, sir, sometimes computer give wrong answer. Definitely computer give a wrong answer. It's only because when we feed in wrong information, when we put in wrong information, when we type wrong information. So suppose my name is Arun Sarkar. So instead of typing Arun Sarkar, if I type Anil Sarkar, so computer will show Anil Sarkar, not Arun Sarkar. So whose mistake? It's my mistake that I have typed wrong. So if I type wrong, if I feed in wrong, computer will give wrong answer. So in computer terminology, we use the word GIGO. We use the word GIGO. That's mean garbage in, garbage out. We use garbage in, garbage out. Means if you type a wrong thing, it will give a wrong answer. A computer performs its task accurately. It never commits a mistake while calculating. When the input data and the set of instructions are correct, the result procedure is correct. So if you give a wrong information, if you give a wrong figure, you will have a wrong number. Large memory. A computer has a large memory. It stores a large amount of data in its memory and retrieve them whenever required. So you can store lots of information in the computer, and whenever you need those information, you can take it out from your computer. But this is the difference between computer and human brain. We cannot store so much information. Suppose we forget the information about a incident which took place a year back, but computer can remember, or store pictures, or store information about any information which has been took place, events which has been took place years after back. Suppose 10 years, 5 years back the event took place, computer can store those pictures, those information in it. So it has a large memory. You can store data into a computer through various external and internal devices such as hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive, RAM and ROM. So we can store information in the computer. Next one, diligency. A computer worked tirelessly for a long time. Unlike human being, we never feel unless human being, it never feels bored or get tired. As you know, we are living thing, computer is a machine. So computer is a machine and it is a non-living thing, and when it is a non-living thing, it does not have any feeling. We has a feeling, so we get tired, we get bored, but computer never get tired or bored because it's a machine and it can work hours after years. Similarly, a robot also. Robot is a machine. It can work hours after hours because it doesn't have any feeling. But yes, a robot need rest. You know, the gadget need rest because the battery get charged up, it become heated up, so it needs rest to get cooled down. Besides that, a computer can work hours after hours. It never get tired. When 10 million calculations are to be performed, a computer performs the 10 millionth calculation exactly with the same accurate and speed as it performed the first one. So it says the computer work as it is mean that when you start the computer, when you start the first sums doing, the speed it takes, it will take the same speed to do millions of calculation. So the time period of each and every sums will be same. So that shows that it never get tired. Versatility. What is versatility? A computer does a variety of tasks. Suppose a computer is busy preparing result of a particular examination. The next moment it gets the task of solving sums, and all along it may also being used for playing music. Briefly, a computer is capable of performing almost any task, provided the task is reduced to a set of instructions. So as you can see, that versatility, it can do variety of tasks. If you want to draw anything, you can draw on computer. If you want to listen music, you can listen music. If you want to watch movie, you can watch movies. If you want to play games, you can play games. If you want to send a letter, you can send a letter. So you want to do the calculation of your mathematics, you can do it in computer. So you can see computer can do so many work. So it can do variety of tasks. Next one is multitasking. A computer can do many things at the same time. You can listen to the music while typing text in Microsoft Word. So multitasking is multitasking many things at same time. You are typing something and you want to listen music, you can do that. Suppose you want to download something, you want to download a game. So back of the computer, when it is downloading the game, you are having your online classes. So your games are downloaded, you're downloading the games. Back of the programs is on, whereas you are having the online class also. So computer can do so many things at the same time. So it's multitasking. You can see in the book it's given the example of music and doing your work. Similarly, I give you another example of downloading games and doing your work. But you know, each and every person, each and everything had some advantage and disadvantage, had some good point, bad point, some merit and some demerit. So computer also have some merit, advantages, that why computer use, but there are some demerits also, some limitation of computer also there. What are those limitations? A computer is a wonderful machine, but it also has certain limitation, demerits. Merit means good, demerits means not good. So the first thing is no intelligence. Computer is a machine, so it does not has any its intelligence. It cannot think on its own, it cannot do on its own unless until any instruction is given to the computer, unless until you tell the computer, unless and until you type on the keyboard. So when you type on the keyboard, then computer accept those data, or then it process and give out the final result. A computer is a machine. It does not possess intelligence of its own. It is depend on the user for performing a task. It cannot take its own decision. So as you know, the computer is a machine. I told you it possesses intelligence of its own. It does not have an intelligence of its own. Like nowadays the artificial computer, which has the artificial intelligence, but that also controlled by somebody. The program has been input by somebody. It is depend on the user performing a task. So a user, the person who is using, suppose you are sitting on the computer when you're typing a letter, unless you're ready to get type, unless you type on the keyboard, nothing will be there on the monitor. It cannot take its own decision. So suppose you stop typing, the computer will also stop working also. Everything must be given as a set of instruction. It does only what it is told to do by a command. So as I told you, unless until you tell anything to the computer, it will not do. So computer has this limitation, that it has no intelligence. Suppose if you want to say, computer type a letter and type an absent letter for me, that computer will never do for you, because till now no technology has came out to type any such letter. So computer will sit like that, wait for you to type, and then you have to type the letter, and you will able to get the printout after that. No feeling. As I said, computer is a machine. It's a non-living thing. It does not have any feeling. We human beings are living thing. We has feeling. A computer does not have feeling or emotion. So when you do lots of studies, hours of studies, your grandma tells your mother, request your mother to stop him from studying, let him allowed to play. Why? Because your grandma feeling bad about you, that hours you are studying, isn't it? Sometimes it happen at home. Sometimes your mother or father says, ওই যে আর পড়তে হবে না, বই বন্ধ কর, যা খেয়াল কি একটু, है ना? Sometimes your parents says like this. They also sometimes says कि जाओ, हो गया, ये करो, बहुत पढ़ लिया आज थोड़ा बहुत रेस्ट लो, उसके बाद पढ़ाई करना फिर. Why your parents say like this? Because they cares about you. They have emotion, they have feeling about you, because they can see that you are getting tired. But computer doesn't have feeling. You don't bother about computer, you bother about electricity. That's definite, that when you're using the computer, the battery is going down, you have to charge that, electricity will be wasted and all those things. But you don't have the feeling about computer, because it's a machine. Based on our feeling, taste, knowledge and experience, we often make decision in our day-to-day life. So we have feeling, we taste, we have knowledge, we experience, we have experience, and often we make our decision on our own. But computer cannot make its decision on its own, and it does not have any feeling, so it has no experience. Whatever the program has been typed, it does the same work continuously. But a computer cannot make judgment and decision by its own. it's a machine. Since it is a machine, it cannot take its own decision. It cannot do whatever it wants. So whatever the programs have been typed, it follow those instruction and it works according to it. So the two limitation of computer are: number one, no intelligence, it doesn't have its own intelligence, and number two is no failing. Since it's a machine, it does not have any failing. So class, this is the end of your chapter, and read the chapter, and next class onward we'll start doing the exercise to complete the chapter. Thank you class.